My name is Aisha and I'm 32. A single careless comment, born from a moment of misplaced pride, shattered the foundation of everything I held close to my heart. It was one of those impulsive things you say before your mind has the chance to catch your tongue. If you've ever spoken too quickly, let frustration outweigh reason, or dared someone's love by pushing them away, then maybe you'll understand the weight of what I'm about to share. In an instant, I compared the man I loved with someone I should have left buried in my past. By the time night fell, he had walked out of my life. It began over something trivial, like many painful endings do. A flicker of irritation that caught fire when I was least prepared to handle it. I had just returned home, exhausted and mentally drained from a rough day at work. Fatigue clung to me, and irritation pulsed beneath the surface. The kitchen greeted me with a sink full of unwashed dishes. They weren't just dishes, they were a silent jab, a reminder of one more thing not done, one more burden I had to carry. I had hoped they'd be gone. Somehow, that small hope had symbolized a kind of emotional relief. Outside on the balcony, Arjun sat, earphones in, engrossed in a podcast. His usual post-run routine. His water bottle had left damp rings on the table, and his running shoes lay abandoned near the front door. Something in me snapped. I flung open the balcony door harder than I intended and snapped. Was it really that hard to wash just one dish today? He removed his earphones slowly, deliberately. I was planning to do them after dinner, he replied, voice steady but obviously worn. I scoffed, my eyes rolling almost involuntarily. Always later, I thought. He stepped inside, his tone still calm but firm. Aisha, I worked all day too. I just finished a 12K run after back-to-back meetings. I'm sorry if I'm not moving at your pace. That should have been the moment I stepped back, breathed, let the tension cool. But pride has sharp teeth, and I let mine sink in deep. Rowan never made me beg for the bare minimum, I spat. The silence that followed was immediate and suffocating. Arjun didn't shout, didn't flinch, he just looked at me. And in the stillness, I felt the full force of my own cruelty. I had just weaponized a ghost. Rowan, my ex, had kept a picture-perfect home and a cold, controlling presence that left scars I still carried. Arjun was nothing like him. Warm, open, sincere. I loved him for those very reasons. But in that one moment, I used Rowan's name like a knife, and I cut deep. Arjun's voice, when it came, was quiet but steady. That's low. Even for you. Panic clawed at me. I tried to backpedal. I didn't mean it like that, I stammered, voice shaking. But he didn't yell. He didn't accuse. He turned and walked to the bedroom. Followed, heart pounding. Arjun, what are you doing? Packing, he said. Flat. Final. All the warmth I was used to, the tenderness I leaned on, was gone. You've made it clear I'm not what you want. No, I whispered, stepping forward, arms reaching toward him like I could undo the damage by touch. That's not true. He didn't stop. Didn't even look up as he folded his clothes and placed them in the suitcase, each movement filled with a grim sort of resignation. I'm sorry, I breathed, but the words sounded too small, too late. Don't apologize now, he said quietly. Save it for the 3 years I spent trying to prove I was enough while you kept holding me up to the man who broke you. His words pierced deeper than if he'd screamed. This wasn't anger, it was heartbreak. And that was far worse. The sound of the zipper closing echoed through the room. It felt like a door slamming shut on everything we'd built. I've spent too long trying to show you I'm not him, he said, standing tall, his face tired. But you've never stopped comparing me to his shadow. He walked past me. No slamming doors. No dramatic exit. Just a quiet finality that suffocated the air. I collapsed onto the bed, trying to breathe through the emptiness. His scent still lingered on the pillow. His side of the dresser remained untouched. But he was gone. I didn't reach out that night. I told myself he needed space. 1 day passed. Then 2. Then 6. On the 7th day I finally broke. I recorded a voice message. My words cracked as I spoke. Arjun, I didn't mean it. I was overwhelmed. Tired. You've done nothing but love me. Rowan might have had money, but you gave me something I never had with him: peace. You made me feel safe. Please don't let this be the end." He didn't respond. 2 days later, on the 9th day, a single message arrived. "It was never about the dishes, Aisha. It was about never feeling like I was enough for you." That one line wrecked me because he was right. Arjun had stood beside me through storms he didn't cause. He had carried my emotional weight, cooked when I couldn't lift a finger, remembered my favorite snacks after hard days. He had been the kindest man I'd ever known. And I'd cut him with comparisons to the coldest man in my past. It's been a month now. He hasn't come back. A mutual friend said he's staying at his brother's place. No rebound relationships. No revenge games. Just silence. Miss him. Not just the man who brought me tea in the morning or smiled at my worst jokes, but the one who truly saw me. Who loved me despite my baggage. Who stayed until staying started to hurt. I'm not telling this story to win him back. I'm telling it to warn others. Don't let the past poison what you have now. Don't let your anger speak words your heart will regret. And if someone is loving you with everything they've got, see them. Appreciate them. Speak with care. I thought love would be enough to bring him back. But even the softest hearts have their limits. And I fear I crossed his, with one careless remark and one ghost I never buried.